Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT math problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, the 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 278. Page 278, please turn to it. And today is our lesson number 52. Problem number 40 is what we are doing here. We are told here in problem number 40 that the selling price of a certain article equals the cost of the article, the cost to either manufacture it or to purchase it, whatever it is, the cost of the article plus whatever profit that the merchant wants to make on it, the markup. The question simply is, markup is what percentage of price? Markup is what percentage of price? Let's look at the first statement. The first statement, they tell us that the markup is 25% of the cost. Markup is 25% of cost. That clearly is enough information. If markup is 25% of cost, we can solve for markup in terms of, we can solve for cost in terms of markup, put it back in here, and we'll have our equation P in terms of M, and we can figure out what M is in percent of P. First equation is enough. A, D, B, C, E. Since the first equation is enough by itself, the answer cannot be B, C, or E. It's got to be either A or D. Just to satisfy our curiosity and just for learning purposes, we're going to actually do it out. It's very quick, very simple. Markup is 25% over 100 of C. Solve this equation for C. 100 times M. C equals 100 times M over 25, which is same as 4 times M. In other words, the cost of the item is 4 times the markup. We can substitute this in here, and we get that the price is C times M, and C we just found out is 4M, so it's just 4M plus M or 5M. The price is 5M, which means that the markup is P over 5, or 1/5 of P, or markup equals 20% of P. As we said before, the first equation is enough by itself. First equation does the job. Answer cannot be B, C, or E. Let's look at second equation. What does second equation tell us? Second equation tells us that the price is 250. Now there you go. Price is $250. Now that is a worthless information because it makes no mention of a markup. Our job is to find out markup is what percentage of the price. Simply knowing the price by itself and having made no mention of markup at all is not going to get us anywhere. Second equation by itself is not enough. The answer is A. The answer is A. Now if you still do not know what I just did here, A, D, B, C, E, that just means that you have not watched the intro. As I always urge you to do that in every video. Just type in GMAT data sufficiency intro, and along with my name, it will pop right up, and make sure you watch it and understand what the strategy should be. There is a certain way you should do this thing. Anyway, let's do the next problem. 41. Let's see what 41 has to say. 41 is a bit interesting actually. And again, the question is very straightforward. Is 4 raised to x plus y equal to 8 raised to 10? As I always tell you, questions usually are very straightforward. It is the answer that gets prickly. Before we do anything at all, here's the solution. Before we do anything at all, let's make basis the same. Let's make the basis the same. This one has a base of 4, this one has a base of 8. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's not going to get us anywhere. Let's make the basis the same, shall we? So, 4 raised to x plus y can be written as 2 raised to 2 times x plus y. We can write 4 as 2 raised to 2, and here we have x plus y, so this is x plus y, so this is same as 2 raised to 2 times x plus y. And 8 raised to 10, 8 can be written as, of course 8 can be written as 2 cube raised to 10, which boils down to 2 raised to 30. You see? So now, since the bases are the same, the question simply is, so I'm going to rewrite this thing. 2 raised to 4 raised to x plus y is same as 2 raised to 2 times x plus y. 2 raised to 2 times x plus y. And 8 raised to 10 is same as 2 raised to 30. 2 raised to 30. So that's what they're asking. Is 2 raised to 2 times x plus y equal to 2 raised to 30? Well, since the bases are the same, they're basically asking us if this quantity is equal to this quantity. That's what it boils down to. The question boils down to, I need to raise it. The question boils down to is 2 times x plus y same as 30? And since 2 appears on both sides, this reduces to 15. They're simply asking us, is x plus y equal to 15? That's all they're asking us. Our job is to find out, is x plus y equal to 15? That's the question. Is x plus y equal to 15? That's the question. And we must do that. We had to do that first before we can analyze any of the statement. So now that we understand the question, now that we understand what they're asking, let's look at the first statement. I'm going to erase all of this thing. It's getting too crowded and too ugly. Oh, here we go. Okay. The first one says x minus y equals 9. X minus y equals 9. Well, simply knowing that the difference of the two numbers is 9, that is not going to answer what is their sum. We need more than that. Since there are two unknown here, x and y, we need two equations. We only have one equation, x minus y equals 9. It's just one equation. It's not going to help us to figure out what their sum is. The first statement by itself is not enough. First statement by itself is not enough. A, D, B, C, E. Now, if you do not know what I just did here, A, D, B, C, E, you always hear me say that like a madman. Make sure you watch the intro and you understand what the strategy is. Just type in GMAT data sufficiency intro along with my name and make sure you watch it. So, first statement by itself does not work, which means the answer cannot be A or D. It's got to be either B, C, or E. Let's look at the second statement. The second statement says y over x equals 1/4. Ah, that helps a lot. Y over x equals 1/4. So there you go. That should do the trick. If you cross multiply, we find that x equals to 4y. Now we have this by itself again is not going to do anything. Simply knowing that x is 4 times y is not going to tell us what their sum is. It could be any numbers. It could be 1. It could be x could be 4 and y could be 1, or x could be 8 and y could be 2, or it could be a negative number. There are infinite possibilities. There are infinite possibilities where one number will be 4 times the other number. We cannot figure out what their sum is. This by itself is no good. The answer cannot be B. But if we put them together, we will have two equations. We needed two equations to solve the two unknown. We will have the two equations and we can solve for the x and y. So two equations put together do the job, and therefore the answer is C. Of course, in the real exam, we will not be foolish enough to actually solve the bloody thing, because nobody is asking us to solve it. Nobody is asking us what x and y are. But just for the learning purposes, let's do it, shall we? This says x equals 4y, this says x minus y is 4. Let's put them together. Together, if you put the second equation into first one, if you substitute x equals 4y, put here 4y here, so we get 4y minus y equals 9, which is 3y, 3y equals 9, voila, you see y equals 3. And if y equals 3, x must be 6. This implies that x must be 6. It's a very simple solution. You see how it is? It only takes 2 steps. So now we can answer the question. Now we can answer the bloody question. The original question was this. The original question was, is 4 raised to x plus y equal to 8 raised to 10? And we just found out that x is 6, y is 3. So they're asking us, is 4 raised to 9 equal to 8 raised to 10? That's what they're asking. Is 4 raised to 9 equal to 8 raised to 10? To which the answer would be, of course not. No way in hell. The answer is no. But of course in the real exam we wouldn't do any of this thing, because nobody is asking us actually solve this thing. We just have to be clever enough and quick enough to realize that we have two unknowns here, x and y, and we have 2 independent equations. This equation says x is 4 times y, this equation says the difference is 9. If we put them together, we can solve for x and y. And if we can solve for x and y, we can answer that question. Is 4 raised to x plus y equal to 8 raised to 10? The answer is got to be either yes or a no. We really don't care whether it's a no or a yes, as long as we're able to answer it either in affirmative or in negative. That was it. I'm not going to start a third one. Or maybe I should start one more. Let me take a look what the next one is. No, let's not do the third one. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.